It's Lagos Night Out.
Hi everyone, you're welcome to another exciting episode of the Lagos Night Out podcast. I'm the host, Lami B, and that's my co-host over there.
I'm Ade Praise, and you're welcome to the Lagos Night Out podcast. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment so more people can see this, and put on your notification bells so that you can be notified when we have more content for you.
That's right.
Today, we're going to be talking about something interesting. We might decide to group ourselves and just see how it goes, right? So we're talking about the Gen Zs versus the Millennials today.
Yes.
When it comes to the nightlife party scene, right? And we know we have a whole lot for you guys. But before we go there, let's meet our guests. So we have this amazing gangster.
So man.
Introduce yourself.
Yeah, so I'm Engineer Hizzo. I'm the man with the longest cock in Africa.
Is it what? Come again.
I'm the man with the longest cock in Africa.
Okay.
And
Shit.
I'm a creative.
That was very cocky.
Wow. I didn't see that coming. Nah, I didn't see that coming.
Did you do like this?
No, I didn't do like that.
Okay, no,
I didn't see that coming.
So,
Okay, hi guys. My name is Uti. I'm a corporate finance analyst, but I'm a serial clubber.
Gay.
Clubbing since
Serial clubber.
93. So
That's a lot.
since 93. Was I born? God,
Wow.
Okay, well, so, you know what? Let's ask about the December first. Let's know how it was for you guys. So, how was December for you?
It was interesting, but it was weird in a way as well. I would say the vibe was out there, like there were good events, but there was still a weird cruise. The fact that it was not, people have not adjusted to like a new vibe. Most of the places were still catching like old vibes. It was all about drinking, smoking, alcohol, but there was no content.
Or was it the money that was not flowing?
I wouldn't say it's more like, I just feel, it was just getting, I think it has been going on for so long and now it's getting sad in a way. They were there, they were drinking.
So maybe the debt is not dating.
Yeah, but some limited places had it on lockdown, with vibes, with content. W Bar really tried.
W Bar.
Gogobiri tried
Always
too.
and forever.
Gogobiri tried. I would say Vertigo too. Yeah. You places were really like a vibe.
So, but events, do you go anywhere? Do you go to events?
For events, I think I only went to the block party.
Okay,
Which one?
The
Mainland
one,
Island?
the one at Keja.
Okay,
Yeah,
mainland.
Mainland.
Okay.
It was,
That's fair.
It was.
Nice.
What was the
Because-
headline?
Jugoisis was on it, performed.
Okay.
There was some other artists too, but they say reminisce, but come
pull up.
Pull up with you when I come out. But these are the ones that say it's coming, but
Yeah, no
I
more
didn't use
thing.
the old people dance.
No more thing. It's not so much.
So how about you now? How was your day?
It was cool. It was okay. Same old. If you've done it once, you've done it multiple times. Your guys will call you middle of the night. You'll be in your house sleeping on a Tuesday. Your guy will just
Go
call
outside.
you around 1 a.m. and say, "Baba, it happened for you." You know how it is.
I'm
but
curious, where do you go on a Tuesday?
on a Tuesday. It depends. 30 December. Literally, there was an event every day.
Yeah.
There was always something going down that particular period. So, but on a very good day on a Tuesday, I was just being cabin on a very good day.
Cabin
Cabin
Surrey.
Surrey, yeah.
Oh, shout out to Shodi. Nice. So that's mainland
so
vibes, isn't
like
it?
the regular spot.
Obviously, cabin, Lounge 38, still Surulere. Then when we go to Ikeja,
Little boy.
I'm a Yaba boy, but
you're a Surulere boy.
yeah,
I think we need more places in Yaba, actually. That's why people go to
Oh,
Surrey.
yeah, guys, don't choke.
Well, yeah, get some kind of hidden spots now.
they're not as. See, I have a lot of Yaba guys. In short, I literally have a crew in Yaba. We carry our big heads and all of us go to Surulere. So we are looking for sports. For anybody that is listening now that wants to start a sport, Yaba is not a bad place. There are men there. Men.
For sure. There are people that want to spend their money there. Like, for real.
So, but you didn't do any island.
Tech
cruise?
City.
Island cruise. I think I'm trying to remember if it was. There was one I went to W Bar. But by the time I got there, the person that told me to pull through was on our way home. So so I really didn't do.
That's what you do. I just share that for you now.
It wasn't coming, by the way. Coming in case you're watching, it wasn't.
And we know it was you. Because now you go just say, I'm here, come. You say, I just left now. I'm about to leave.
Yeah.
And I know Allah. So yeah, well, for me, where did I go? Okay, I went to Amapiano vs. Afrobeat. Right.
That was your event.
That won't pay me.
So it was lit, I had to rep my stuff, so I went for that one. It was dope. And then our neighbors were Mainland Island Block Party. They were using, I don't know the name of that place. Is that Wonderland?
Island Block Party, I'm not sure.
Yeah, the place directly beside the Landmark Towers. That big space. Beside that church, one triumphant church like that. After the Good Beach.
No, I don't think that's Wonderland though. That's probably a new space. After the
That was on the
Good
road
Beach,
side.
that's just on Only Road. I don't. I think it's a new
that's what they
spot.
use. They just use that big space there for Island Block Party. So immediately I finished from the event I had at the Good Beach, I went to see what they did at Island Block Party. So it was dope for me. But before I answer, let me ask you guys, on a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being the highest, how would you rate 10 about 10?
I'd say 6. Yeah.
Really...
I've seen like Lagos. I would say the last time I was really aggressive outside was probably maybe 2019, 2020. Now I pick my spots.
Exactly.
Okay. I'm known here.
I know.
Boulevard.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm a regular here. So now I have my spots that if I go there, they know me.
Yeah.
So unless it's a new vibe or a new energy, that somebody tells me, there's a vibe,
Speaking of vibes, it was a new vibe. Shady Vibes did something. You didn't get that one.
$1 Billion Baby concert. And I heard it was the most sold out.
Really?
It was.
For December 2022.
How about you on a scale of 1 to 10?
I would say 6 too, because to be honest, if you've seen it once. To be honest, you've seen it once, seen it twice,
It seems
seen
like
it
the same
3
people
times, you
trying to
see
do
4
concerts.
times. By the time, in short, it gets to a point, you'll be seeing the same set of people, even in the crowd.
Yes.
Because they be
Lagos
coming every year.
Regular.
So, you can choose, I'll skip this one. So I'm just alluding to his point. You can skip this one. I know the promoter, so I have no choice but to come. So that's how it was. I was very, very picky with where I went to in December. But you can never, it's always best for me, when in doubt, just go to your regular club and,
I also learned Mavins did something.
Yes, I went for Mavins and it was good.
Which
It was a live sports event center. That's the
I'm a
thing.
Mavins fan though, but I just want to ask, how many songs do they have?
Everybody. The old Mavins. It was not just the new Mavins that
it was
performed.
also the old Mavins.
Mavins performed as well.
Okay, so
I saw
and they also had
individually
other
as well. It
entertainment.
wasn't like it was just Mavins songs that they were doing.
All the concerts
No,
I've seen them do, like, not now, I'm talking of the old Mavins in the former sets.
Yeah.
They don't just say, okay, we only perform our 2-3 songs that we've done as a crew.
Yeah.
They do individual
Everybody is
songs, so it's
performing
really very
back,
well spread out.
Because when they say Mavins concert, I was like, they just released 2 songs.
But how would you rate the energy?
The energy. Okay, so I had to leave a bit early. And I'll say early for a concert time.
Okay.
Like when the concert is actually popping. Because I had Friday night at Chandelier. So I had to leave early. So I think I left about... by like 12. Mm-hmm. But at that time, Magix was performing. And it was good. I mean, I like live sports event center. Yeah. It's very artsy. They have everything. They are very intentional about the setup, the stage. Do you understand? The thing was very, the process of coming in was very organized. So that's one of the things that I look forward to when I was go for a concert. It's not the ones that are very, all over the place. So I think over 10, I'll rate it.
Someone say Bonner there.
Exactly. I was about to go into
my
that.
God.
I was about to go into the timing.
Let's just say this Bonner and just get it out.
Yeah.
Bonner don't to collect flop. What your pity and
Okay, I wanted to talk about, not necessarily in particular to Bonner, so that, it's not me you'll be looking at. Anyway, the point is, I was talking about timing in particular, about all these, Dirty December concerts and all that. Why is it that most artists, they set a show for, I don't understand. You set a show for, let's say you are saying the show starts by 8 p.m. Yeah? You as a bad guy say, okay, I've calculated it, leave my house by 10. By the time I get to the island, depending on where you stay, if you're staying in Ogun State, by the time you get to the venue, it's around like 12, 1, artists will be coming on stage. You'll be there by 1, artists are not coming on stage till like 3. And I'm like,
and there
are people that have been there since 8. So I'm just wondering, like, what's happening?
Like,
is it a normal thing?
It's a reflection of everything around us, though.
Nigeria. It's
Nigeria. Everything. The whole system is messed up.
Good.
And many of us don't have self-accountability.
Because even him, he said something like, as a bad guy. Yeah. So you're even calculating your Nigerian time to get there.
She's right. Should have been a lawyer.
So, wow. So I mean but then we've also kind of like established that it's also,
we expect it.
No. It's also like some. It's also a fault from like some of the promoters because setup does not. Everything is not done until like late, and if setup is not complete, then these artists cannot come on stage. They understand. So
I mean, in our previous episode, we sort of like delved into the nitty-gritty of what really happened that day. They used a space where they could have started planning, setting up 6 or 5 days before the exact and they didn't do that.
I could, you guys have been unfair because if we just throw the promoters under the bus, there are sometimes they come through, they are early, and the artists don't come, and they still take all the shit for what So I would say
I think it goes in like. Sometimes the fault of the promoter, sometimes it can be the fault of artists. Sometimes it can be the fault of even the venue. It can be rain is falling, or it can be natural. There can be something just.
There's always something around the corner.
But just sometimes you have to when you're hosting your event, I think you should just start praying that nothing messes up.
Exactly.
I mean, I'm tired of that December. In my opinion, I like this year. I don't want to hear anything dirty.
Why not?
December.
I think you're just growing older.
You'll be fine.
But
me, I say Gen Z. I want more.
You speak this calm.
Okay.
I don't be like Gen Z for your
I have to look at you twice.
And you now when they come out where like there is a way Gen Z's party. That's different from the way Millennials party.
Yep.
There's even another group. We're going to talk about them a little bit, right? They are the Gen X.
Gen Xers, yeah.
Gen X now.
So Gen X
after Gen Z.
No, Gen X were before Millennials.
Before Millennials.
So
technically,
fathers, right?
Millennials were Gen Y. So they're in between.
I bet we're in Gen X. So would they fall in between? What age range?
Are coming up?
The age range is like 1960 to like all this from 1994.
Oh.
No, 1990.
Okay, are you talking of what? Why are Gen X?
Yes.
Gen X is I know it stops at 1981 to like it stops there, but I think it starts 1960. Is it 1964?
Gen X?
I think I'm Gen X. Really?
1964. Yeah, 1964 to 1981.
Oh, no, papas now.
Yeah, they be
So,
that years.
What do you say they do again?
It says here
Millennials are
1960 to 1980.
Exactly.
Yeah. What did you say they did? What did you say they did? You're saying something about them.
No, like the way they party, just they are aristos, they are sugar daddies, they are men in the club.
Well, technically, maybe
They are
baby boomers were
idiots. They are idiots. That's what they are. They are big idiots. Now that one their age mate they do. Now that one their age mate they do.
No, I beg.
90, what do you call 1960 something? You know how old that person be now? And they are still rocking. You still want to also our babes.
Without Gen X,
So also my baby.
without Gen
Come
X,
on.
there will be no Gen Y and Gen Z.
No, but when I'm saying,
No.
I'm not saying they
Because
would.
they don't have brought that initial vibe. They sometimes they look at us partying and be like,
Well,
This was actually
we don't
We've been there, done that.
They've not done it. They've not done it.
Forget that.
I said they've not done it. What have they done?
See, you know what? I'm glad I go even defend. I'm going to even defend Gen X for this episode because those guys, I love my heart.
So they're out of the game.
There's just something about them. They are very intriguing. Like, you know what? But let's come back to it. Gen Z. Those guys,
Now we're
like
talking.
crazy
Now we're
people.
talking. That's the energy, man.
Which energy?
Those are the ones with the
These guys
energy.
don't fear.
Gen Z
They don't care about
is
their
a free
life.
spirit. I mean, first of all, they are always happy, like, to do whatever. Like, if they go with a vibe, I just feel like they follow.
They are
you know,
reckless people, careless, carefree,
I'm not going,
YOLO.
I'm not going to say reckless. I'm not going to say reckless.
I'm going to say reckless.
I'm not going to say
I'm going to
reckless.
say reckless.
If you
Well,
are
I'm
young
going
and
to
Gen
say-
Z, please start planning your life. Please, that's the message I have for you. Start planning your future. These guys don't care. Their parents will be like, their parents will worry. Don't you want to go to school, mom? I'm not just ready. I'm going to delay. There's this. They have a time for everything. they're the ones that are politically correct. They are woke.
Yeah, true.
Like they have a time like don't rush me. Like when I'm ready, I want to tour the world. You see one guy who just finish A levels and tell you that he's not ready to go to college. He wants to tour the world.
Okay, now I don't want to chip in here. Now the truth of the matter is for me, I feel we are a reflection of the times you were born in. Like literally, if for me now I'm a millennial, so I was literally born in that period. Yeah, it might looking at me some type of way. Anyway, so the point is, if I was born in the year, let's say the early 90s or so, whatever, it means that I saw military rule in Nigeria. Mm-hmm. So I know that freedom is not free per se. Like there's freedom, but you have to walk carefully. Yeah. You can't just talk to anybody out on the street. Even if you're inside a club, you have to talk to people with respect because you've seen. You are born into the information age. Like we literally saw the analog age. We used analog stuff. I know a lot of Gen Z people, they've never even seen
they don't know what it is.
Like they don't even know they don't know what Windows, they've never seen Windows 98 in their life.
No.
How?
You don't even know what the computer is like. The normal desktop computer, the one with the logo at the back.
Yeah, exactly. So my point is like, if you've seen that generation where freedom is not necessarily free, and it's not just about even Nigeria, wherever you are born in the world, you come from there, you are literally in between the Gen X. Now, there's something particular about Gen X, just to deviate. They are known to work. They don't really know. They work. They are that's why you see bosses today in the offices and all that, in their 50s, they always complain about Gen Z. The people complain about Gen Z, it may not necessarily be millennials. It's those Gen Xers because all they were raised up with is you need to know when to work, you need to know when to play.
And most of their kids are Gen Z.
And most of their kids are Gen Z. And the problem is that to the Gen Xers, they are saying that the Gen Z people kind of like blur the line. They don't even know where the point of play, where the point of work is. It's like work and play is the same thing.
Have you been to some of like modern offices? Like modern workspace, hubs, all these hubs and things. Like you see cushion, all these like softs.
Yeah, chairs like this.
Yeah, you just like is this an office?
That's what they do for you. That's what they do for you.
They always so hip and fly and just like, okay, well, I guess this is it now. So like, tell me how did you get here?
So, no, me as a Gen Z, no man. I'll say something. I did a party. Yeah, at the Cock. It was mostly Gen Z. The connect, the plug I had, just pulled in their vibe. Me, I get their energy, so I know really
very free
spirited. So I'm like, okay, let's party. When this party starts, what these people started doing? My son, I do this thing. This was not the plan. It's so wild. They don't care. Mm-hmm. While we were there, everybody was making out. Wow. I was not looking like
it can't be like it now feels like you are the old-fashioned
yes.
man.
And I'm like, we're all age mates here. What the fuck, man? As in, it vibed into the night. The next morning, security just came. You have a letter for disturbance, one thing. Till 4, they were going at it. Yeah, they went outside.
Yes, do this one.
No. I love them, but they are too much.
They're the ones that brought these things to Nigeria. All these drugs, all these... The things that we didn't have.
It was the Gen X.
Wait, no, I don't
was
think
the
so.
Gen
I don't
X.
think so. Hold on. Gen X brought things in their time. They brought pipes. They brought tobacco, snuff. They brought things like that. Things that that time you'd be so scared. Like, but now when you hear about it, like, oh Lord, you laugh now. Like,
you just see vapes and all these things.
What's
regular things.
But
they brought cigars.
You're being biased again. You're being biased again. You think all these Gen X, they're still not doing all the hard drugs.
They are learning to do.
They are learning with it.
Okay.
Now the pioneers of this thing. They're taking this thing on a daily basis.
These heroin things. I mean, they brought heroin and stuff. I'm talking about these new ones. These
Molly. Yes, meth, everything. Politicians started to take a pass.
Yeah, but meth has existed a long time ago, to be honest.
No,
as long as they brought it in.
Fashionable now.
The country is being ruled on cocaine.
I think the word is fashionable.
You know why?
Okay. See. Okay, when you go
like
to
a cool kid
when you go
now.
to like, I don't want to say the name, but when you go to a party, like when they are like a big field of like, there are people in that party.
Okay.
What are they doing? They are drinking.
Yeah.
They are smoking.
Yeah.
Will you see a politician doing that outside? Or a Gen X?
And the people that are doing these things are not the Gen X. So people that are doing these things are from like the Gen Y, that's the millennial. Yeah. It's from the millennial to the Gen Z. The Gen X, maybe they do it, but on a low. Do you understand? They can be in the corner. Well, I think what they just do is stare and just what's happening here? This is a new one.
Even if
I'm
they
enjoying
do, they
this
won't let
vibe.
you know they do it.
Yeah.
It's when you follow them to their house. You say those things.
Okay, can I just say something now? For example, I don't know. It feels like as a millennial, I'm in between the Gen Z, so I understand where they are coming from, and I also understand where the Gen Xers are coming from because technically I was born in between both of them. The thing about Gen Xers is that, to be honest with you, they will always tell you something like this when I was growing up, that you see all these things you are doing, we've done it before, and they always tell you that they've done it 100 times harder than you.
So they get
So
out
they will
of
tell you
the
to calm.
line.
That's what they will say. But when, you know the funniest thing, when you are there, you're like, it's a lie. You know what I am doing now with technology. Like, we have synthetic, stuff that didn't exist in your time. But it's what the matter is this, the things, the health issues that those things those guys were taking as a then could cause. Forget it. You only learn.
Really?
Yes.
Really? Okay, like you're telling me that the health implication of the drugs that
the drugs they were taking then,
the Gen Zs are taking now is worse than.
No, I'm saying that I'm just saying in essence is that if they tell you something, it may be true, it may not be true, but try and understand, not necessarily understand where they are coming from
because they've seen
What about the ones that are not coming from anywhere? They're just putting you on cruise.
No, this is what they were.
I'm not talking about those ones.
We are not talking about obviously. We are talking about the Jaye guys. You know that they are Jaye guys.
Have you been to Kogi Club?
Yeah,
You see men sit down and you try to. I try to do this something when I see someone sit down, maybe he's sipping his drink, Heineken or Budweiser. I try to look at him and wonder his story, how he got here. I see experience. I just see one grilled man just looking with suspenders, bow tie. I'm like, this man don't. You understand? Like, this man don't do things.
Yep.
Norms.
You understand?
No.
So no be all those ones we did for village.
Truth of the matter,
That the minority
most of these
they
guys,
consider
they will
so.
still even continue these things. But truth of the matter is this: because of health issues, they can't even attempt to. If not, there are stone cold guys that will continue doing the things they used to do in the past. And even I myself, I know things I used to do. I used to smoke weed. I don't smoke weed anymore. A long time ago. Please don't quote me.
I've lost
But
one man
all the
down.
things they used to do in
Because
the past.
I know
Man down.
What the things
Man
they
down.
used to do in the past that's different from now.
Well, to be honest with you, and I think that alludes to what they are both saying in terms of how great Gen Z are. The things that Gen Z have in terms of, there's so much synthetic. They are making new shit
Some more
every
things
day.
they're exposed to now.
Yes, and it is.
You know how many
and
strands of weed
it's not
we
even
have
just
now?
the strands. It is generally accepted. They are a very lucky generation.
Nah,
I remember back then.
nah,
Wait, hold on. Let me tell you.
No,
Let me land. I remember back in the day when I was in uni. Back in the day, the guys that used to smoke weed in courts, you couldn't even. They have to go to an abandoned building.
True.
Like upstairs in a Koro.
Yeah,
Like
no.
if you see, sure, the parents will be like, the so-called locals will be like, those are the bad children. Don't even. But now, even the mother knows that the son is in the room. You see the smoke that will come out.
Even the mother they smoke vape.
Do you understand?
They smoke electronic
Forget.
cigars.
Now still one perspective be that.
Yeah.
Now still one perspective.
It is freedom that Gen Z
The
has.
freedom you say
to
they are
be
lucky.
honest.
You will not go to that's the sweet part, the bliss, the smoking where people are saying. Go to the other side of it, the hospitals. Go and see young people of 18, 20 something with liver, kidney diseases
That's another.
going.
But
Like
it's still part of it. It's still budget.
no, so I'm saying when you say lucky,
that's what he's saying.
when you use that word lucky,
Oh, okay.
Well,
be
okay,
very
okay,
careful.
let me know
Okay, but I
what
think the word is acceptance. Like there's some sort of okay,
acceptance.
if they
It's not-
happen,
yes,
do you
it happen,
understand?
but
Yeah.
they are
Also
not
that part
lucky.
that they make things look cool. They make you feel like you're an outsider.
Yeah, they're the
Are you
coolest.
serious? You don't smoke.
I have to. Yeah. See, when we first
So you
came
don't be
here.
looking at yourself like you check
Yeah.
yourself like how
See.
God, is
Yes,
that
now they
no
Let me
trend
bust,
like
let,
this
let me
now.
bust here. So I was chilling with some Gen Z guys, and they're like, so they're smoking. Not me, bad guy. Like, how was this? They say it's kush and cigarettes. They mix it together.
yeah.
Oh, like, give me this thing. Like, you smoke it? Of course. Still drag. Still drag. I cough for like 3 weeks. I just cough.
It is crazy.
I just
Don't
cough.
this how we something for you.
Yeah, you know the funniest thing. I had someone that this guy is a hard guy. He's a hard guy. Came from Wari, came to Lagos. He was I was applying for something, so I told him to come and stay in my place for like a few days so that I could, to go for the interview and all that shit. Yeah. So someone in my house at that period was, someone that was like a bad man, was trying to smoke his Colo. This guy came, said, you know what? Say he's a bad man too now. Say he wants to smoke. Next thing, he said, are you sure? Nah, Colo be this way. He said, why? You know why I be? You know what they call me in worry? It's what they call I'm the pian. Okay. He said, take 1.5 drag. He went to go and take 2. No problem. He felt okay. He said, no problem. We all went downstairs. Ken went on to do our shit. When these guys started displaying. Now, the point I'm trying to make, the person that gave him, now this person literally takes it every morning.
Gen Z, right?
Yes, it's Gen Z. Nothing do
They're not normal.
Nothing do
Colo 5 and 6.
Nothing do the guy.
Bro, no
Nothing do the guy.
No.
See, Colos.
It's crazy, man. It's
No,
crazy.
but I smoked Colos because of the Gen Z as well.
Yeah,
that was coming here to
that's my
record.
point.
It was coming here to record, and he always had it. I'm like, I never tried this. And they said, nobody crazy. No, you have to try it. You have to. Like, come on, you're missing out on the highness.
It feels
me,
like,
I know they don't know myself.
You know the
I can't go
funniest
try
thing? It feels like we're reversing. It's like the Gen Z is like taking the hippie generation of this, all those 70s. I don't know if you heard about the 70s, the freedom that they had. I'm not necessarily in Nigeria. In America, those ones are like, make peace.
All those high.
All those high guys are always doing peace signs. It feels like the Gen Z are replicating that generation because it's like, yes, yeah. Even if you even go to fashion, they are very expressive with their they are not how will I put it? What's the word? They're not really
body conscious.
No, not body conscious. Not body conscious. That's not. They're not really constrained by the norms of what you're supposed to wear.
And there's alter fashion now.
Yeah, or that exactly. They are not. They are alternative. They don't.
Yeah, when I started wearing my shit, everybody started calling me alter. I'm like, okay, I can say it.
And exactly, they make in the words
so
of
created,
in the words of one comedian that I know, they make shit look cool.
Yeah.
They're the coolest.
They make shit look cool. And I can't believe I'm saying it, but they do make shit look cool.
Yeah, like in this party session.
No, they swallow. Was this direction when I face on? I got weapon now.
Yeah, I've partied with Gen Z people. I sort of have had my fair share of partying with Gen Z people. I don't believe you have to.
Yeah.
Have you?
I many times.
I feel like Gen Z vibe. Gen Z
parties
vibe.
and stuff. I've been to Gen Z.
House parties, raves.
After.
I'm a piano versus Afrobeat kind of vibe. Too. Yeah.
Is there a difference between the way millennials party and the way Gen Z's party?
Oh yes, definitely.
Yes.
I would think they talk
the way
small.
The way they dance, like they know all these. Sometimes this girl was having me that day. So I was trying to dance our piano dance. God, I mean.
You're trying to do what?
You're trying
to commit a crime.
They do work out for me.
You're trying to break the law.
I was trying to do it.
God, I was.
Oh my God.
She was just laughing. I was like, why are you laughing?
Bouncer will just near you.
My dance. I will just see people everywhere just doing all the just eating everything. I
feel like if I go for a party, I can tell the Gen Zs and
you can tell everybody else.
Yeah, and everybody else. Because, the millennials most times are maybe on their phones. Yeah. Mostly.
But you pressing their phones, in clubs, sitting down.
But the Gen
Z at art.
Okay.
No.
Millennials take up serious.
But the Gen Zs are the ones that are ready. They get to the party. They don't even sit. They're already dancing.
Yeah.
But when you catch that millennial vibe,
thank you.
Those energy.
Thank you.
See, it's mature. It's mature.
No doubt.
It's even, it has the same, almost as if a Gen Z vibe with a bit of maturity. They know how to control it. Yeah.
But
it's still a vibe.
See, let me tell you something. So someone like me, there are particular places I go to. I don't know if I can call some clubs name. I know I don't want to, but I don't know if it's allowed. You can. Now.
No good call.
Okay, let me not. But my point is, I'm just going to say Club X and Club Y. Now, on a very good day, I hang out in Sulere. This case because I go to Club X. Club X have people that are like, they have money. Now, if you're looking at who have more money, between Gen Z and millennials, obviously, who do you think it is? For example, millennials. Millennials have gone to the point where they are upper management level in different organizations from the top 20. Yes, you get. So the point is,
Gen Z spend allowance. Let's just say so you are spending your parents' money. You are driving their cars.
Yes, now.
So typically speaking, millennials that have money have stupid money. Now, I was seeing those kind of millennials in that particular place in Surely, I'm trying to bring it down to the zone. So I got there. I was feeling the vibe. Man, any small thing, someone would just come, just bring out cash, one full bag, start spraying the girls that came around with him. Just enjoy. They are not doing to get their number, anything. It's just about the vibe. Just
For
enjoy
life.
yourself.
For life.
Because we have a saying in that particular place. We do things because we can.
Hey, God.
Millennials the vex
God,
now.
when?
Now the thing
Jersey
is,
don't
so
buff.
when we were spraying money, you know, champagne, but we were not being wasteful because we were wasteful in the Gen Z stage.
I think this is a very good aspect. Sorry,
Yeah.
I think this is a very good aspect on the finances. Who spends more money in the club? Is it the Gen Zs or the millennials?
the
Stop
millennials.
now.
Hey, we'll come back to that.
there, but
So eventually, at the end of the
stop,
day, I now said, okay, there was somebody that was insisting that they wanted to meet someone at Club Y. We now left Club X, went to Club. By the time we got to Club Y, oh my God. Only from the outside, it was so bad. Now, take notes. I was supposed to, normally, I don't stay anywhere apart from VIP, so I was going straight to the VIP now to just, so I can have a bit of room.
Yeah.
I got to the VIP of that particular place. I had so many Gen Zs, in quotes, alternative jobs that they are doing. I don't want to call the alternative jobs, but I hope you guys can call the alternative.
Just say tech.
For lack of a better way to say alternative jobs. They were all standing on, pouring champagne on the floor, just dancing different types of dances. They were not even, the way they were dressed. I was like, if I was literally a police, I would say arrest that guy.
But is that
He
meant
looks
to
like a
be
robber.
on them or on the club?
That's on the club. That's my point. But the point is, that I'm trying to make a point. The point is, this is a millennial club. This is a Gen Z club. The level of craziness that I saw, it was way worse in the Gen Z club. It was like out of control.
I think they're like
Now,
unruly.
it was unruly. It wasn't Raz, but it was a step
like,
just
we don't
below
care,
Raz.
bro.
We don't care, but we're not Raz.
Oh, we don't care.
We don't care. But it got to the point that I'm looking at from the point of view of the owner of the club. If I was bringing one big baller, a very big baller that is ready to spend like, let's say, 50 million on that night to my club, if his budget was 50 million, by even the smell of the weed, you'd be like, and people that have 50 million now in account to spend in one night in the club, at that
50
level,
million.
that the owner of the club is calling personally that, please let me take you and your wife or your girlfriend or your significant other, just come and have a good, don't waste it at home, let me just bring you. They would be, I felt like they'll be turned back. They will be turned off, rather. It was just very
That's the point.
I
sad.
think it sort of happened.
It was very sad. It was very sad. And club owners are losing out a lot of money because of so-called unruly behavior by other people. It's really sad.
But are we saying Gen Zs
can
don't
be
spend?
argued though.
It can be argued. No, of course.
It can be argued that Gen Zs don't actually
No,
spend.
they do spend.
It seems like they do.
spend, but not.
They don't
as
have
much as millennials.
Okay, let me put it this
Because
way.
on a table like this, you can have like 5 people or 8 people on this table, and it's a millionaire that is buying all the platters, and the Gen Zs are around just dancing and vibing and smoking shisha. But it's the millionaires that are buying the bottles and buying the
In my
platters.
own opinion, and I can say this because I should know, because like I said, I'm a serial clubber. I've gone to at least 40 clubs in this Lagos, minimum. Like at minimum, like from the
Please,
local club.
We should have an award for this.
No,
guy.
go
Best in
down.
clubbing.
No, go down, calm down. From the street joint club to the high class, upper class, I've gone to everywhere, and I can tell you for free, when it comes down to who spends more, there's no denying. It's the people who have the money. Now, let me tell you something about the Gen Zs. The Gen Z who has the money that comes to the club, they call him whatever, Afabola, this one, whatever, elephant, whatever. They call him many
But
names.
why do I have the feeling that you're only categorizing Gen Zs
Yes,
to a certain
to the-
type of
Yeah,
thing?
no.
There are many Gen Zs that they are spending their parents' money. They're not doing all these shady business.
Someone say
I agree.
Abuja
A
Abuja
lot
testing.
of proper tech guys, the people that work in these proper tech companies, they are some of them because now then code pass, so they're usually the Gen Zs.
Yeah.
They learn coding at a very early age. At the age of like 10, 11, they're already coding, so that's normal. So I'm just saying, as someone who has been through a lot of clubs, this is what I have noticed. If you talk of spending power, I personally believe that millennials have, more spending, because a millennial will go to a
That's
club
against Gen Zs,
because a millennial that is broke as fuck, he's going to go and buy 5 bottles of beer. He will come that week, come Friday, come Saturday. It will come the next week, Friday, Saturday. But you see the millennials, they'll probably just come once in like 3 weeks. And make it an event, make it spend well. But if you talk of recurrent income, something that comes in every day, every week.
I sort of think that millennials spend more than Gen X.
I can't argue to that fact.
No, let me tell you why. Let me tell you I think so. I feel like Gen X have a lot to think about. You rarely see a Gen X that will come and just like
God bless you. Yeah.
They're always wondering, my grandchildren, somebody in the UK that's
true. They have a lot of responsibility.
So they will let you know they have the money. They can tell you, give me your account number and send you 500,000. To let you know personally that I can take care of you.
I like that.
But I will not show myself here and be spending
I think they just think it's ridiculous. They just think spending that much in the club is ridiculous.
When you have so many things.
They can go and just buy like a premium bottle, maybe like an EXO or a Glenfiddich, but that can just be it. You not see them buying everything because they just feel like, why am I spending so much in the club?
So we give it to the millennials.
The millennials,
on good fronts.
Which one is the way?
Let me not shake.
No, it's that time of day. They're in their time. They're in, technically the
Top
millennials,
of
they're in like their early 40s to like late
20s.
Not even early 30s now.
But then I also feel like the millennials are like the working class people, right?
Yeah.
So the working class people, it's not like they don't spend though.
Okay, but they are.
But they are exactly.
Yeah, I was about to go.
You get?
They are 100% correct.
Yes.
They are 100% correct. They have, because let me put it in this point of view. There's a saying that Gen Zs want money but they don't want to work.
Word.
There's a saying that's a quote too. I'm quoting people. I'm not speaking from my. Please,
by Aristotle.
Please, if you know you're the owner of this quote, please reach out so we can quote.
So going back to what I was saying about Gen Z, I said what I was. Then about Gen X. Is it Gen X? Yeah, Gen X. Gen X. No, I'm going to Gen X. They say that Gen X they have the money, but they don't have the time. Because they have other shit on their mind to think about. But you see those guys in the middle, they have the money, they have the time. That's why they are the guys in VIP, they are the guys in the club currently. Millennials are in between both worlds. So they can afford to. They may have, like, typically, the average millennial is married, is about to marry, or has a kid, but just one or two, at most two.
Or is a bachelor just
every night, just coming out everywhere to look for wife and all that stuff. Yeah, exactly.
Coming out to look for wife.
So
outside wife
they're in the club at the point,
and
they're going to a point in their lives where they are financially and emotionally mature and secure. In terms of earnings and time and everything, they are at that point in their life. I don't know, I'm not an Andrew Tate fan, but he said something that really resonated with me. He said, you see a man at 35, that is the prime of a man's life. He has time, he has money. And he has energy. There's another thing.
A man that has worked.
He has energy. He has energy, he has time, he has money. Compared to the other son who is 50 and somebody who is son who is 20. He's at the prime of his life. He can do everything. It resonated with me. So the point is, that is why in VIP, go and check. You may see one mad Gen Z that, someone that works in like Google Africa, I beg make no confirm, but that works in all those multinationals, mad earns like let's say $10,000 to $20,000 a month. There are people like that in Nigeria. A lot of them actually. I've met a couple of them. And when they go to the club, just buy like 2 EXOs, 4 bottles of champagne. They don't shout. They won't tell the guys to put off the light. Yeah. They don't want lights. Don't carry lights. What are you doing?
So
I have clients like that too.
Exactly.
I have people that are
Gen Z guys.
But
if you talk of quantity, you see more millennials doing that shit than you see.
So let me tell you.
Gen Z guys have been regular.
Lami B does Trippy Thursdays.
No offense to Gen Z.
Gen Z don't hear what to do.
Sorry, Uti. Lami B does Trippy Thursdays at Velvet, and she does Chandelier.
Oh, Velvet.
Fridays.
At where?
The Chandelier Fridays.
Chandelier. Is that the Blackout?
Blackout Fridays at the Chandelier.
So
Hangover Saturdays
at Bosba. So who are your spenders between these three?
I think she's the best person to ask.
The spenders between the 3 people or the 3 clubs, right? Okay, let's start from Velvet. So Velvet crowd, right? So the people that come, that attend like club nights and everything, are more of like the working class, more of it's not like the other people do not attend, but it's more of like the working class, the people that just, the Gen Zs that just want to go out to vibe. So the working class cannot be categorized as one of the people that spend the most. Do you get? Then
That's
we have
Velvet.
that's for Velvet. Then for Chandelier is a mix of the working class, the tech bros, the other people.
Yeah, like alternative.
Exactly.
Alternative.
The other people. And yeah, I think that's it. It's a mix of, and then sometimes.
So where do you pass it? When you see them, when you cannot see, like you like to observe. When you observe them, which category you say they fall under?
Yeah, which particular
Which category?
I'm just curious to see. I'm just giving my own experience. So what's your own experience? Like, who tends to spend more?
Okay, so I was going to Buzz Bar, right?
Yeah.
So Buzz Bar, we have the rich men that just come in. We don't even have the other type of people that really come
Gen
to
X,
Buzz Bar.
you mean Gen X?
No, the alternative income.
No, that one with the talk about.
No, so sometimes we have some of the Gen X. Do you understand? Like all these bank directors,
Okay,
all this kind of
They're the ones that
Yeah. So among all of these people, I'll say it's the alternative that spend the most.
Of course.
You know why? You know why?
But what generation
No.
are they?
Okay.
Or
I'm
are they,
so they are in
spectrum
between.
of
So yeah.
millennials and
Yeah, so
Gen,
it's
Gen
between
Zs?
millennial and Gen
That-
Zs. So that's it. It's in between millennial and Gen Zs. So I cannot exactly say
Separate
it's the,
which group.
I cannot exactly
Okay.
say it's millennials
Yeah.
or it's the Gen Z. So I think it's in between.
Yeah. But to be honest with
So
me, my own experience,
who
just
would have a
what
more
she's saying.
larger demographic in the alternative class of people? Who do you
I
think
can't
has a
answer
larger
this question.
demography in terms of
The English
Gen
says
Z
scatter my
or-
head.
Okay, larger demo.
Because there's a place where we started when they started doing this alternative spending. When I was still in school, that time they were just typing.
Think about
But
how
now-
things are evolving now.
Exactly,
things
the
are more
way things are
expensive,
doing
and
now.
the world
Exactly.
is
So I think
more-
it's Gen Z.
Yeah,
that have
that's
what?
what I say. I
More
think it's
spending
I
Gen
think I think it's Gen Z.
Not the wine.
Wait.
Aspect.
No.
I beg
For the
Gen Z will just carry
alternative
phone.
I
aspect.
say una
You know
dey
they press
wine.
laptop
For the
again.
wait. For the
I say you
alternative
still dey wine.
aspect.
Sorry, I
right?
have a question.
Uh-uh.
I have a question.
Yeah.
If you go to the classiest of places, I'm not talking of
Not
expensive.
in wine.
No,
Gen
it's
Z.
just a question. The
Yeah.
classiest of places. Say you are going to a Radisson Blue.
Yeah.
You go on a Saturday, and when they just say you go to the hotel. They are doing buffet. You see a table of people eating on the buffet. What generation do you think you see there?
Millennials.
I'm gonna be the Gen X student.
You still see Gen X, you still see Gen Z. But what more
Millennials.
go to the places that matter.
Okay, now we're talking about the club. Okay, based on
No, club. We're talking about club. Say spending power in the club.
spending people that spend in the club.
I don't know which
think-
club you're talking. I'm not seeing the Gen Z.
No,
yes, they try you.
where did they try you?
But I never see say when you wait. Give me a fact.
I'm
Bust
not
my
He
head.
using-
said a
volume.
larger demographic of the alternative.
Or the alternative.
Oh,
Do you get
okay.
it?
Oh, of the
But you cannot
Of the
place them in
alternative.
a...
No, you can't exactly say.
Okay.
No.
Do you understand?
I can see.
Because what I'm saying,
I can
between
see.
people with the press, people
For
with
a
the
fact,
press now.
yeah.
Between people with the press now.
And people in the press.
No, only people with the press
Okay,
now.
I wouldn't know,
Which
'cause I know
which
the
are
press.
the larger which are the people that are larger?
Who they
Gen
press
Z
now?
or
Pass Abi.
Yes.
Nah,
I don't
Gen
know,
Y
man. I think
now.
na
Gen X they try. Gen Y
for
they
pressing?
40, 50 they press till today.
Well,
Till today.
a name I will not
you.
call that was arrested and is with the FBI. What generation? He's one of the richest.
We don't
in the world.
support pressing here, but still
No, but
beg
Gen
you,
Y. See,
you know.
men, children, already having grandchildren, they depress. I know they whine you.
Well, I agree with him because it is mature.
Like
proper
you will
skills.
never
Proper
imagine this
skills.
cruise. I don't see
Yeah.
50-something years old man. He still did the streets. He's still looking. You see him going to his
But
car.
that's the exception,
but
and
see
not
the
the,
press.
that's not the rule. That's the exception.
I
That's
will not say
nothing
it's
that's-
wrong, but I'm
yeah.
saying it's a day.
But they are not plenty. He's asking the most demographic.
I will say Gen Y, the millennial.
You know
No,
what?
I disagree with you. I would probably say the Gen Z.
That
actually.
no,
I
wait.
think it's in between.
See,
I
no,
think
no.
it's-
Okay, sorry.
I think it's
sorry.
the Gen Y. They
Let's do
spend,
something.
though. Let me know.
Many
that.
are
Is
working.
it spending we're talking about? We're
Many
talking
are
about
working though.
who
Are you talking about the
earns
work or you talking about the who is cashing out?
No, I'm saying
No,
who is
not
spending
cashing out.
inside.
It's not cashing
It's still
out.
the Gen Y. Millennials and they spend.
They spending, yes.
Is it-
I agree. I don't know about the pressing.
The pressing
but
you
who
can give it
spending
to
more that I see
Gen Z.
as a serial clubber that I am. It's not joke. It's not mouth. Those are no. It is millennials. I have seen it across.
But even if we want to just hit it. What the age range for Gen Z now? Which age again?
Gen Z
Look, I
were
just tell
those
you,
born in
25
1996, 7 and below.
1996.
1997 and below. 9 and 7 and below. All of
So
them.
there's
If you are born from
25
1997,
from 25.
I don't know what year that translates to. Please, I don't want to do the math right now.
No, that's
Maybe
25. 25 below. We're talking
Come on.
25 below.
Yeah.
So
They don't have spending
I
power
don't
now.
know.
If you look at
I don't know where
demographics,
my sister is.
no.
I've always been
Anybody.
curious to find out so I can put you in your class.
We're both Gen Zs.
But me, I'm Gen Z at art. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me at
Yeah.
art.
No, I always
reality.
how we do it. Boy,
So
Y2K,
millennials
2000 boy.
spend the most in clubs.
100, 110, 150.
But if you see a Gen X that is spending,
They
Boy,
don't
only
have
one Gen X,
if you see Gen X,
Only
spending,
one Gen X,
people,
Oh,
You
boy.
see, they take our personal.
Like
They
what?
try to
It's like
defend the rest Gen Z.
political spending, man. Don't do
maybe
that.
other people spend oil money
Jesus.
spending.
It is stupid.
Or
Ah.
maybe that Gen X has retired in a way. Like
He has
pushed
done
the
it all, but he
children
just
out. They are now self-sustaining.
Yeah.
He doesn't have any care. Like he has a business that can run by himself. Someone like a Dangote, someone like he doesn't have to like be worried about my responsibility somewhere. He can decide to kick back and do anything he likes. You know. So all
It
these
doesn't just know himself.
no, come on. I'm sure you still be rocking when you're 50. Don't say that.
So if you're 50, you go and buy.
You go and buy you go and shut down the club at
You
50.
shut down at 50.
You know,
no,
get
if
working
I get
again.
the money,
I'm
I go
agreeing
shut
with
down
you.
Oh, okay.
No. Are you saying that when I'm 50? I'm saying when you're 50, you will still be rocking.
No,
That's
you
what
be.
I'm-
I will
so
rock it,
my
but I
point
will
is,
not be shutting down the
these people
club.
should-
Who am I?
Yeah.
But
But
they
if
will
you
not
get the money,
shut
no will be
down.
anything
Like
now.
the
Why
two-
go?
Why would
Why
you
go
be
shut
shutting
that
down? Why
down?
you be shutting
Why?
down?
Let it stay open.
No.
Why would I be shutting
See, you
down?
have nothing to prove.
Exactly.
If you know you had fun in your early 20s, your mid 20s, your mid 20s, even as even your late 30s, what are you proving
Bro,
again?
but no vex.
Exactly.
If I
Who?
even start
Who?
making money, I'll create my vibe. I'll go out, see if I'll create what I want. I'll be those crazy people.
Yeah, this
Yes. I go create it.
Let them come and meet
They will come
you.
and meet me and say, now you two you do for here be this. And that kind of vibe
You
be
set
that.
your own PO.
Uh-uh.
And so
So, I don't really do that.
guys, we've had fun. We are going to pick this up on our next episode. But for now, we have to go. Thank you so much for joining. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, click on your notification bell, and
Comment, please.
comment. Yes, please comment on the group. So thank you. This is Night Out Podcast, and we'll see you guys on our next episode.
See y'all, man. Peace out.